Okay, same as last time. So, you know, when I think of smart home, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking of like the Google voice activated whatever, the Amazon Echo, and everything just kind of talking to each other. But I really don't know what that means. So like, what are you seeing out there? What is it? What is having a smart home that's all wired? What does that mean?
Well, the word smart is a buzzword, of course.
Okay.
You know, but you know, basically what you're looking at is you could have your lights that can be controlled by an app on your mobile phone. You could have your garage door opener where you could have an app control your garage door opener.
Okay, I could see
you know,
that.
that's the simplistic way of looking at it. But you could also have controlled, like you just mentioned, with a voice assistant like the Amazon Echo or the Google Home. Of course, Apple's just brought theirs out. I don't know how that's going to be.
Gotcha.
But you know, myself, you know, I have 5 Amazon Echoes in my house, and and you know, I control my lights with voice. I control my lights. Matter of fact, when I was on my way over here, it's starting to get dark.
Nice.
I turn the lights on in my home.
So how do you how do you go from voice activated, turn lights on, off? What's the process, or how's that all connected together?
Well, basically, one of the easiest ways to do it, because if you have these what's called smart bulbs, Philips Hue makes a bulb, you have to have a hub that communicates with your router in your house, your wireless router. Well, instead of me buying.
So what's the price point, or what's the price point for one of these hubs? And then is Google and Amazon pretty much leading the market on that?
Amazon's definitely, Amazon has really put their best foot forward when it comes to this. They call it voice first now.
Okay.
That's the new buzzword.
That's funny.
I mean, everything, you know, they're doubling down on this technology because they see it exploding, and it is. You know, last 2 Christmas, I think that was the #1 selling product. Was Amazon Echoes.
Okay, we got 2 for my kids. I mean, they're pretty cheap, relatively speaking.
Yep.
Play music in their room and listen to bedtime stories, basically.
Yeah, like the Amazon Echo Plus is about $150.
Okay.
The Echo is I think 100, and the Dot is $50.
Okay, that's what we got on the Dot. Okay, so I didn't realize there's 3 tiers to that.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
And really, the only major difference is, of course, the speaker system.
Okay.
And of course, the Plus has the hub built into it. It has a Zigbee hub, it's called.
Okay.
Zigbee's a technology that allows the smart stuff to talk to each other.
Okay, so you said Internet of Things.
Internet of Things, that's right. That's any, you know, they claim by 2020 there'll be 50 billion devices, connected to
billion.
Billion.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So does that create any issues with like security, or how does that all? Is that is that a new conversation, or?
Yeah, no, security is a big deal. You really do want to isolate your network to these Internet of Things devices, because when you're buying a $20 item, how good is the security possibly in it right now? And there's really not a standard when it comes to security with it.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
So you want to be careful, you know, with it, you know,
so
especially for a business.
Okay. So basically, that's when I call you and you do your thing.
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
Are you seeing? I mean, I'm thinking like, you know, these young kids. I mean, that's got to be. I mean, that's got to be a big deal, right? Or that's got to be an emerging trend in the marketplace with.
There's no doubt about it. I think for somebody in a real estate business like yourself, the millennials love this stuff.
I can see that.
They love it. I mean, I think if you have a house that, you know, if you're having an issue selling it, I think if you put a few bucks into it, make it a little bit of a smart home, put good Wi-Fi in it. A company did a survey just not too long ago where they said for a millennial, it's more important to have good Wi-Fi in their home than a washer and a dryer.
Really?
So think about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I do my laundry. I don't know the laundry ever, but like once a week. You know, right? Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, Amy. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I tell you what. I know, like in these rural areas like Warren, or like, you know, out in the boonies a little bit, you know, internet is a whole different animal. For me personally, I mean, I would have a hard time that would be a big deal for me to buy a home that didn't have that connectivity. So I can see that. So let's just say theoretically, you know, I wanted to get my wife a Valentine's Day present, which too late for that. Is what would it, if I want to just write a check and get up to speed, what would I be looking at to, you know, to get the plus, to get some light bulbs? I mean, so
a few $100s. You know,
Okay.
you could, you know, do some of the basic things like the light bulbs. You know, you could put a smart light switch in your home, which I have. That I have floodlights on my house that at a certain time they come on automatically because of the smart switch and go off. I don't even have to think about them anymore.
really, so how's that different than just putting a light switch on a timer?
You could do that, but I
Okay.
still can control it.
Yeah, that's not
you know,
nearly
from
as cool.
Florida.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You know.
Okay.
You know, but you know, it's a little bit of a hobby for me too.
Yeah, totally.
You know, so I'm just kind of messing with it.
Yeah.
You know.
What? Okay, so light bulbs, garage door opener. What else are you seeing? Like, what's the logical sequence of you know, the coordination
Well,
of the smart home?
they're you know, of course your security system. You
Okay.
know, you could if
Makes
you
sense.
have the right security system in, you could just say, "Hey Alexa, lock my doors," or turn my alarm system on.
Okay.
Boom, your house is locked.
Oh, that's slick.
You know, of course, that's a little bit more money because smart locks are pretty expensive.
Gotcha. But you're talking a security system too.
That's
So
right. That's
there's
right.
I mean, there's just a baseline cost of
Right,
that. So
right. Most
that makes
people
sense.
mess with the light bulbs.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and then they go from there. You know, and what's nice about it is you can name things what you want to name them.
Okay. See, you know, I was at a party once, and the guy, it was like getting towards the evening, everybody was outside around the pool, and he got on his phone and dimmed all the lights. So he's probably using the same thing, I'm
Yep.
assuming.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yep. If they have an interest in it, you know, get yourself a Plus, and you don't have to get an Echo Plus, but you can use, you know, buy the Philips with a hub. That hub's $50 more.
Okay.
And just, you know, you could use it with just a smartphone. You don't even have a smartphone. You don't
Okay.
have to have, you know, talk to it to
Yeah.
tell it, turn the lights on, turn the lights off.
Gotcha. And now you said too that, like, okay, so you have like multiple dots or multiple echoes.
Mhm.
So where
In
do you have
different
those?
rooms.
Okay.
I have one in my office, one in my kitchen, one in my bedroom, one in my bathroom, and one in the basement.
Okay.
You know, and they all, you know, and you can talk to any one of them. I can be on any of them and say, turn the lights on, off in my office.
Okay.
Because what the key word is office.
Gotcha. I'll tell you what, I can't tell you how many times I get phone calls or text messages from my neighbors that are saying, Kyle, you forgot to shut your garage door. Like, I've had that happen half a dozen times.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm looking at buying 2 new garage doors, and they're going to be smart garage doors.
Nice.
Because I don't know how many times I pull out of my subdivision did I shut my garage doors.
Yeah.
I could just look in my app.
Yeah.
It's closed.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, so grand finale, final question. Being a real estate agent, I have to ask the question. What's your favorite thing about the home you live in right now?
What's the favorite thing?
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about your house?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna
the
think.
size.
Okay.
Probably the size of it.
Because what you guys have like 3 or 4 kids living with you, right? No.
We have 2 kids that are gone.
But it's the size.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would have to say the location.
Okay, gotcha.
You know.
Location, yeah. That's a good trump card. You know, they say three most important things.
Location.
Yeah, all right. So I'll take that answer.
Yeah.
All right, thanks,
What,
Joe.
yeah, what do most people say?
It's my first time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.